Because I just wanted to remind you that you, as a child of God, was born again to win. God said, I know the plans I have for you. Yeah. Don't try to figure out what I already know. Yeah. Why are you trying to tweak it and flip it and trying to work this thing out? God said, I already got that worked out. Yeah. And the average believer is frustrated because, watch this now, instead of us trying to see what God sees, we trying to make God see what we see. Oh, God said, how is that possible? When you don't know what to even look for. Y'all hear me? Brothers and sisters, sons and daughters, I'm going to leave you with this on this communion Sunday before we commune with the Lord. We must be in a position now of understanding that we have to stay in the right position with God, because He knows. Watch this now, the plans He has for us. He has great plans for us. We must continue to be mindful that God is in control. He chose us, and we didn't choose Him. See, there are some people who crave, watch this now, and they opt to crave and carve out their own plans in life. And the net result, they wind up, watch this now, working in the fields which were never designed for them to work in. They take jobs that were never suited for them. They date people and get involved in relationships that are clearly a dead end for them. They marry people with whom they were not equally yoked with from the moment they said hello. Because they refuse, listen now, to see God's way of doing things. I'm going to say this. As a child of God, God never wants you to agree with Him in your mind. God said, my thoughts are not your thoughts, my ways are not. You cannot agree with God in your mind. If ever God tell you to do something and your mind says, that's a good idea, that's not God. God never deals with your mind. He always deals with your heart, which is your spirit. And this is the key. Your heart sometimes do some things your body don't want. I see great things for you. Your marriage should never be the same. You will minister to millions. You will do great things, but you over there, you doing your own thing. You wondering if God even know you're existing. You wondering if you even anointed enough to preach the word. You wondering if you even a good wife or a good mother. You up here worrying because you're looking in the mirror and looking at yourself trying to look the part. But in your feelings, you don't feel the part. And you worrying about all kinds of stuff. You on your job and you worrying. God said, I gave you that job, and if you just did see what I see, that job is not your source. I'm your source. God is over here, but you over there on your own thing, and you worrying if you're gonna lose the job because everybody else lost the job, and you wondering if you're gonna get robbed because everybody else getting robbed, and you wondering if you're gonna lose your husband because everybody else losing theirs. You doing all these things on your own, and God said the reason why you up there worrying is because you don't see God's way of doing things. He said, remember now, you've been born again to win. So now you got to get out of your position. Hello. And come and get in the right position. Hello. And stand behind me. Stand behind me, who is God. And then now when you're lined up in the right position and I'm being God in front of you, because this is where you need to be, now I can start telling you, look, do you see what I see? Your future is bright. Don't you see what I'm doing for you right now? Can't you see how close you are to this thing? Don't you see I'm your source? And when you see what God sees and start moving when God says move and start doing what God says do, then you're going to win.